Panaderia has 2 locations in San Antonio. I'm at the one on Houston Street, which is the downtown location. There's always a line. Sometimes it starts outside the door. So in order to see the full display, you need to show up early. It's around 9 a.m. If you come later, this could be half empty. I'm gonna try one Mexican thing that you would definitely find in Mexico City, which is where I believe the story of La Panaderia got started. Then I'm gonna try one extremely Americanized thing. So this is a Nutella cruffin, basically Nutella with the dough that you would use, or the result you would get from a croissant. The concha, it looks huge, and it is, but once you kind of cut into it, the dough on the inside is very airy. And then of course the top part is sweet. Okay, so the cruffin is very rich. There's Nutella, it kind of permeates the whole thing. It's not just on top, which sometimes that happens. They just put a little bit on top to make it look good in the display, but not this one. This is definitely my dessert for the day. I'm probably gonna skip dessert at dinner later on tonight. I enjoyed both the cruffin and the concha. I'm gonna say if you're coming here for the first time and you're only gonna try one thing, I would definitely try the concha first. I tried the vanilla, but they also have a chocolate one. And from Navarro Street, if you look through the window, you could see the team preparing different things for the next day. The Collection Center is the only paid attraction within the Alamo complex. So here you'll find more than 500 artifacts, and the man behind me, Mr. Phil Collins, is a huge collector of Texas memorabilia. So in 2014, he donated the majority of his collection to this museum, so now you can see a lot of it on display here. Upstairs, there's an In Their Own Words exhibit where you can see handwritten letters encased in glass that date back as far as 1700, and they continue into the 19th century.
The first room to the right of the main gate within the low barracks was the small room used by Colonel James Murray after he became ill during the siege. His cot inside this darkened room could be brought outside to gain fresh air. The northern extension on the east end of the low barracks served as the kitchen for the garrison. On the reinforced ramp and platform in the southwestern corner of the Alamo Plaza was the largest cannon in the fort's inventory.
The Alamo is not the only mission in San Antonio. So there are a total of 5 in the city, and I'm standing outside Mission San Jose. So they run tours here on the hour in the morning. They're free to anybody who shows up, and there's ample parking and even a bike dock here. This honey mesquite tree is located right outside the visitor center. Now, nobody's quite sure the age of this, but I was told that the native tribes use this as a source for food.
You know, they're starving just like the indigenous people. They're getting killed just like the indigenous people. So they follow a command from the King of Spain.
The churches on all 5 of the missions are still active. So at this one here, you can still attend weekend masses on Saturday and Sunday. And if you enter through the back, you can see this painting of Jesus in the temple. And here is St. Francis of Assisi. And you can see the wounds in his hands and on his stomach. This time I'm going to be staying at the Hotel Valencia. You could either take the elevator or go up this staircase to the main lobby. To the right of the front desk, you'll find San Antonio's only tequila mezcal bar. Personally, I love little quirky additions to hotels, and my personal favorite here are these Valencia oranges autographed by various entertainers. So Huey Lewis, that's pretty cool, but my personal favorites are Dave Mustaine, who apparently stayed here, the Deftones, and Alice Cooper. I don't see Ozzy Osbourne here. I guess he's still a little bit of a controversial topic in San Antonio. But after closer examination, there is a Jeffrey Osborne autographed Valencia orange. Dorregos is the hotel restaurant. It's the only Argentine restaurant that's on the San Antonio Riverwalk. And speaking of the Riverwalk, you could sit on the balcony which overlooks it, or you could sit indoors. I'm dining indoors, Just look off to my side here. You can see they have wine bottles encased behind glass. And then if you look over here, there's the outdoor seating area. They do have fans. So this is grilled provoletta. It's provolone cheese. Kind of like saganaki, it's served on fire with bread. And then this is what it looks like after the flame. It looks like this after you let it cool off. If you take a close look, you can see there are little red pepper flakes in there that gives it some spice. So it's provolone. The cheese really sticks together. It could be a little bit of a challenge to not make a mess. So there's a paella stand, which is available Monday through Friday at lunchtime. And what you do is just tell the chef what you want after going through all these things. So I think I'm gonna do, starting here, I'm gonna do the shrimp, clam, mussel, scallop, chicken. I'm gonna skip the pork, sausage, and do tomato. So now she's adding the rice, yellow rice, arroz amarillo, see? Okay, trying the little bit of Spanish that I know. So she's mixing in the saffron rice. And what was the liquid that you poured over it first?
Seafood base.
Okay, so this is gonna be a seafood-based paella. And then this is what it looks like. The whole thing takes about 10 minutes, and it shows up at your table looking like this. The seafood base definitely gives the jasmine rice a lot of flavor. Besides the chicken, I'm really glad I put all the seafood in. I'm really especially enjoying the clams in this paella. I couldn't go to an Argentine restaurant without getting something with dulce de leche. So these are pancakes, which are stuffed with my favorite Argentine sweet. So there's what it looks like. And as a dessert person, these were my favorite at this restaurant. The paella was the most fun, the most creative, but I definitely love these pancakes. So one thing I want to mention is it's not soft necessarily. It's like a borderline between a pancake and an egg roll in terms of the texture. So I think that's really cool as well. Historic Market Square dates back to the early 1820s, and locally it's said to be the largest Mexican market outside of Mexico. So you'll find indoor vendors on each side, and then also the other vendors are in the middle, like roasted corn in a cup. You could get jewelry, tattoos, and other things here. So the michelada is made with beer instead of vodka.
A little bit of spicy, that's what makes the michelada right there.
So they're adding a little spice, and
A
then
little bit of tomato, just tomato juice cocktail. That's a little fresh juice right there. Blends up perfectly, get everything together. Just like that.
the indoor part is air conditioned, and you'll find several stores, even dozens, of local artisans. So here you could find a Houston Astros poncho. You'll also find a straw hat, and then you can find cute little shirts like Juan's Deer. And if you're into cooking like I am, I would buy a Mets one, but here is a Houston Astros cooking apron. Hopscotch is a downtown artist space, so upstairs is an astrology themed bar. So I'm trying one of the drinks here. So I'm trying right here the Stellar Alliance because I'm interested to see how the coconut cream turns out. So there's also a little snack bar if you look over on the side right there.
Hey, hi, welcome y'all. I'm Caitlin, I'm the experience guide here at Hopscotch. Right over here we have our rabbit hole mural by Ali K Design as we're heading down the rabbit hole into our art gallery right over here. Up above us we have the rabbit hole sculpture by Sparkplug. Alrighty y'all, right over here we have our color therapy room by Polis from Austin, Texas. Hopscotch is originally Jefferson Bank, and so we have kept the vault traditional to this. I think it adds to the exhibit significantly. Here in color therapy, we use color, light, and sound to give this relaxing, therapeutic feeling.
So it's an empty room with colors changing.
Yep. Alrighty, y'all, welcome. This is going to be Secrets by Wide Awake Creative. They're a San Antonio-based Latinx women-owned art collective. Secrets here, there's two parts to it. One, you can hop into one of the phone booths, record a secret, and about a month later, those secrets end up on the phones. You can also go right over here, pick up one of our phones, and you can actually listen to secrets people have left over the last couple months.
What are they telling you?
Let me see. Oh my God, they want to get a divorce. They don't know how to tell the wife right now.
Okay, great.
Sorry, a little intense. Because of the art, can be a little intense sometimes. We do also have our little kid phone right over here. These are always so wholesome. I think they're adorable. Let's see.
Okay, no divorce this time.
No divorce. This kid said they have radioactive slime at their house. Nice
They must have watched a lot of trauma movies.
Definitely. Alrighty, y'all. So we're in Gaze right now. Hopscotch is the only art gallery to have a collaboration with the Human Rights Campaign. It is near and dear to our heart, being that we are LGBTQ owned. Right over here, we have our biggest mantra. Y'all means all. Yeah.
So Caitlin, how many plastic bags are in this exhibit?
There are a total of 40,000 plastic bags inside of our rainbow cave. It's the number of plastic bags we use in Texas in 2.5 minutes alone. It is pretty shocking thinking about that is what we go through in Texas. Each plastic bag is actually from Brooklyn. The artist brought them down all the way from there, and we continue to use those bags. Alrighty, y'all, so right over here we have our LED light up ball pit. You're free to jump in, dance around in there. And right behind it we have our mantra, which is experiences over things, something that we hold very near and dear to our hearts here.
I'm at Cherokee, which is named after a green jay, and the focus here is on South Texas food. So check this out, on the inside of the menu, they have like a little thing here basically about the migration pattern of the Cherokee. Ingredients from South Texas. This is San Antonio. This building, if you take a look around, it is, I believe, around 130 years old. I feel like I'm kind of dining upstairs in someone's house. Happens to be a restaurant. I'm told the building was moved a couple times. So I'm trying the namesake Cherokee salad, and although the ingredients look good, what I'm really doing is I'm trying it so I added some brisket to it. So this is like known as a smokehouse. So I'm trying the brisket. I'm gonna be trying the goat, which I believe is gonna come wrapped in a banana leaf. All right, I enjoyed the salad, but the main thing I wanted to try when I looked at the menu was the barbecue goat. So I asked for the mole sauce on the side, which they gave to me, and then I got a couple sides. I got refried beans, and I also got the rice. So I'm gonna try the goat right now. Okay, so the goat, I just tried it. The mole sauce here is not made with chocolate like I believe it is in Mexico. Instead, it's made with Texas pecans and peppers. Has a little bit of kick to it, not too much, but the goat is great. It's very tender, and I can definitely see why this place has a reputation for its barbecue. For dessert, I got a little bit of a sampler plate here. So we got tres leches cake, hibiscus sorbet, churros with Mexican chocolate. There's another cake on there, and I'm just not really sure where to start. I'm really surprised that I was able to try everything on the dessert menu, and I'm gonna have to go with the churros. The, crunchy, crispy cinnamon churros in the Oaxaca chocolate was delicious, but I'm gonna say they gave me a little scoop of vanilla ice cream, and the churros and the vanilla ice cream, I would say that was my favorite combination out of everything. The hibiscus sorbet was a cool idea, but I'm definitely going with the churros as my favorite dessert here. Behind me is the San Fernando Cathedral. It's one of the oldest in the country, and 6 nights a week they have this show here. It's basically the history of Texas on the side of this historic building.
Over the line was for glory, and he that was left better fly. And over the line crossed 179.
Bakery Lorraine is a French patisserie located at the Pearl in San Antonio. So I'm trying the almond croissant right here. That's the top. with the little sliced almonds. And then check out the bottom, probably the reason I ordered this. So the bottom is coated with almond butter, and they also have French macarons, which they make not too far from here in San Antonio. So I'm doing a bunch of different flavors: strawberry, salted caramel, birthday cake, pistachio, vanilla, and the marshmallow and the chocolate ganache there. That is the s'mores, which I'm gonna try. So they come in these nice little boxes here. So the almond croissant, it's kind of nice and crispy on the bottom, but then the inside is like kind of smooth, almost gooey. The almond butter really helps with that. And I love the nice little powdered sugar they have on top. I'm also trying the cannelle. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's just this little mini rum cake looking thing. And on the inside, it looks like this. So the inside, it's kind of airy, but the outside, it's like kind of the caramelized sugar. You can eat this thing in 2 bites. It's definitely delicious, a light snack that won't fill you up too much. Now for the macaron. So if you look in the middle, it's kind of divided into 1, 2, 3, which is the way it's supposed to be. Okay. So the shell is very soft. You don't want to buy like a $2 or $3 macaron and have the shell be really hard. It kind of ruins the experience. So the shell is as soft as could be. And then the flavor's in the middle of a macaron. So I definitely liked the vanilla flavor. Wasn't overwhelming, which vanilla typically isn't. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying the rest of these, and I'm probably gonna take a couple home with me. On weekends, there's a farmer's market at the Pearl. It's right where Lorraine is, and then across the street you have Botica. And the vendors go in both directions from here. The vendors continue in front of the Culinary Institute of America San Antonio campus. You could get Brazilian donuts. You can get little cheese bread, the Brazilian style. It continues with crepes and all kinds of other local artisans, food, etc. Some of the vendors hand out samples. So this is Go Delicious, and it's goat cheese with black pepper I'm gonna try. The black pepper's not too strong. It's fig and black pepper, so the fig's very mild, but it definitely has that goat cheese taste. I'm gonna try cajeta as well, which is a goat milk caramel. It's sweet, but what really stands out is how rich it is. I'm told this is very popular in Mexico. The Texas Cookie Shop has been at the Pearl Market for about 6 months. So what are the flavors here?
Yeah, so we have a rotating menu each week with different flavors. This is Texas Best Chocolate Chip Cookie. No one's refuted that yet, and we have that every week. And then y'all's favorite, Frosted Sugar. Back here we have our Proud Texan. That's a praline cookie. It's a brown sugary cookie base with a praline topping. This is one of our cookie connoisseurs' favorites. That's our German chocolate. It's got this beautiful chocolate base with the classic German chocolate topping on it. This one's more of a snickerdoodle cookie. It's our Texas cinnamon. And then this is our Tutti Frutti. It's a marshmallow cookie with multiple fruit flavors.
Fruity Pebbles on top?
Fruity Pebbles on top. And we're all original recipes, San Antonio original. Nothing better.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks a lot.
So I found Central Texas style barbecue. The meat, I believe, is from Central Texas. And I want to see how this tastes. Very tender. I just taste like a little salt, pepper, another spice. Maybe it's coriander, not 100% sure, but it's so soft. I bet you could cut it with a plastic fork. Hi, Matt. I see you got imported Swiss chocolate here.
That's right. All of my ingredients I import from Switzerland directly, and then I use that to make everything by hand. So chocolate frogs, all sorts of different bars, and also boxes of chocolate truffles. Now what you're seeing out here are photos of everything because Texas gonna Texas, so I keep everything safe in their fridges right here, and anything that a customer wants to take with them, I hold on to it until they're ready to head out, and then they just pick it up when they leave, so that way everything is safe and everyone's able to enjoy it when they get home.
Great. I'd like to try one of your samples.
All right, well I have samples of all the bars, so let me go over that real fast. So we have the Everyday White Milk 60 and 75% dark chocolate. These right here are the highest grade white and milk chocolate on the planet, made from cow's milk that grades in a UNESCO certified biosphere in the Alps of Entlebuch, Switzerland. I was there 2 months ago and I'm jealous of where the cows live. It is that beautiful. You can never go wrong with any of the creamsicles, strawberry, orange, and raspberry.
It's the orange is the one I was eyeing up.
Oh yeah, it tastes exactly like the ice cream bar.
And this one too.
Caramel infused, so that means you get all the caramel flavor, but none of the stickiness. So you don't have to pick it out of your teeth. You can break pieces off the bar, no problem. Also have a vegan, white, and very berry. I'm the only person who has a vegan white chocolate, let alone a flavored bar. The 65% dark chocolate here, this is the gold medal winner from the Italian Pastry Chefs Academy, so it's objectively good. And there's one more new bar, I don't have a photo of it yet. It's a milk chocolate that's lactose free and no added sugar, so it's keto and diabetic friendly. So regardless of any dietary needs or restrictions that you have, I got you covered. I'm also certified kosher and halal, and everything is by default gluten-free because, well, if there's gluten in chocolate, you're making it wrong, so, you know.
So I'm supposed to compare this little tab to orange creamsicle ice cream. It's rich. We definitely have that going. It's white chocolate?
Yep, white chocolate with powdered orange juice, orange oil, and a few other things.
I could definitely taste the citrus. Now I'm gonna try the caramel. I don't sense any sourness to it. I definitely there's the slight caramel taste to it. And this is milk chocolate, correct?
Correct.
Okay, all right, I'm partial to the orange creamsicle.
Yeah, that one's been a huge crowd favorite since we rolled it out earlier this spring.
All right, well, thank you very much for the samples.
No problem.
Hotel Emma is located within the Pearl District, and if you take a look behind me, you could see beer bottles from the former Pearl Brewing Company. And the area past the reception is very industrial looking. The walls have been cleaned, but for the most part, kind of looks like it probably did when the brewery was in operation. So along the hallway, which leads to the little cafe that's on the property, you can learn a little bit about the local history of the San Antonio Brewing Association, and you can also learn about the Pearl Brewery. Right up here, you can see a little picture of what the complex used to look like, and perhaps the most fascinating part is a personal story about Otto Kohler, and he had a wife, her name was Emma. Emma got into a car accident, and Otto hired a nurse to take care of her. That nurse was also named Emma. Otto had an affair with Emma, and eventually hired another nurse named Emma, had an affair with her as well. One Emma killed the other, and his wife Emma took over the business. And also on the property, this is Sternworth's bar. So if you take a look over here, there's a little fireplace, but perhaps the most interesting thing is 2 of these 3 vats are open. So you could actually head inside of one of these vats and drink inside here. And you can see right here, spirits. The signature drink is called the 3 Emmas. Last time I was in San Antonio, I tried Jerk Shack. And there's a spin-off of Jerk Shack, which opened a couple years later. It's called Me Roti, and it's at the food hall, which is located in the Pearl District. So I'm here now, I'm gonna try some different things. So I'm gonna start with one of the bowls. So one difference here is the chicken is not on bone like it was at Jerk Shack. This bowl is coconut rice based. There are several other things in here as well. And I'm also gonna try the coconut curry chicken. You can see it right here. This is not on bone either. And then here is some roti with dipping sauce. This looks delicious. I love roti. And then also this is a little bit of like a pinto bean salad, a Caribbean style pinto bean salad. Okay, the jerk chicken has a little bit of spice to it. Well, I definitely enjoyed the jerk chicken. The winner is definitely the coconut chicken curry. So maybe what made me a little partial towards that was the fact that I thought it went really well because it comes like in a gravy. I thought it went really well with the roti, which I always enjoy. Now I'm taking a break from exploring San Antonio, and I'm at the Mokara Hotel Spa, and I'm about to get myself a 50-minute massage. I'm done with the massage. I'm feeling nice and rejuvenated. And one thing I love about this place is once you book a treatment, you have full use of the facilities until 7 o'clock in the evening. So I'm gonna enjoy the hot tub. This is a perfect way to unwind after a massage and before a nice evening out in San Antonio. Range is one of Chef Jason Dady's restaurants in San Antonio. He has a total of 4. So last time I was here, I was able to try Hardin, which is at the Botanical Garden. I was able to try Tre Trattoria, actually on Mother's Day. So this is the rub, which I'm going to be taking home with me. But at this restaurant, what I'm going to be doing is trying the Wagyu meatballs, and I'm also going to be trying the Florentine steak. So the chef prepares the Florentine steak right at your table.
Very nice, sir. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and place this in the middle of the table, and the rest is up to you. I've done my part. Got a beautiful steak. Enjoy.
So here it is. This is the Florentine steak. It's enough for 2 people. You could see the rosemary, a lot of olive oil. He poured probably about 8 ounces of olive oil over it. So here's what it looks like close up. I'm gonna try it. Okay, so the olive oil definitely adds a richness to it. And then when you bite into it, you know, the outside, it's very salty, which is perfect. But I mean, it's also very soft, very smooth. And then the rosemary it's a decoration, but it also adds like a little bit of smell to it.
We have our Mississippi mud pie and our ricotta cake. And this is our complimentary blueberry cotton candy thanks to Crystal Dady.
I managed to finish the steak, and now it's time for dessert. So I got a few different things to try. So we're not in Mississippi, we're in Texas, but this is Nutella Mississippi mud pie. And then this is the one that I really wanted to try. I believe this is ricotta cake with almonds. And then next thing we have, which is definitely something I wasn't expecting, the most interesting, this is blueberry cotton candy. Now I didn't order this. I was told that they basically offer this to anybody who wants it, and they have a cotton candy maker right on site here.
Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Brian?
So what are we doing today?
We're making cotton candy. Jason
Okay.
Dady style.
All right, so this is blueberry cotton candy, right?
Yes, sir. All I need is 1 plate to put it on. This is where I pour it in here. This is where the magic happens. Complimentary for every table.
Yes, so how long does this take?
I could do this in about 30 seconds, honestly.
Oh, so the spoon is the key. It just goes around the spoon?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Make sure this is on nice and hot.
There it goes. So what is cotton candy? I know it's sweet.
It is pure sugar.
Okay, that's what I kind of
It
figured.
is pure sugar. It's gluten-free.
Oh, okay, so it has one positive health aspect.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and every table gets this.
Yes, sir. We drop it off on every single table. Complimentary, like I said.
I'm gonna have a paleta at Paleteria. So I'm told this is a San Antonio thing. I didn't do it last time, but the way it's supposed to be is decorated something like this. I believe these are Sour Patches, and this is a water-based lime paleta.
I'll put it on the side.
So I am going for the one which I thought had the coolest idea, and I'm gonna have the Fruity Pebbles, and this is a milk-based one. I'm doing the Go Rio River Cruise. So last time I did it during the day, this time I'm doing it in the evening.
Hello, how's everybody doing tonight? My name is Gail. I will be your boat captain for the next 35 minutes or so. Everybody say hi, Gail. Hi, Gail. Bye, guys. Y'all have a good time. He'll be right with you.
Thank you very much for watching. I hope you get to visit San Antonio soon. If you've already visited, I hope you get to revisit soon. So from me, from Alice Cooper, from Dave Mustaine, from Joe Perry, thank you very much for watching.